$100 house for $125 a night. New York City, I hope you're paying attention, and I hope your brothers and sisters in Chicago are paying attention. You are being ethnically cleansed right before your eyes. You are being replaced with brown people right before your eyes. And why are they trying to ethnically cleanse black people out of New York City? Why are they trying to ethnically cleanse black people out of Chicago? Because you are the two largest black cities in the United States. You are the two most conscious black cities in the United States. You are the two most economically empowered black cities in the United States. And guess what? The Democratic Party is tired of depending on black votes in order to get elected. So that's why Joe Biden said, right before he got sworn into office, he wants to fast track 6 million illegal immigrants to U.S. citizenship. Do you want to know why? Black men don't vote, and we ain't going to vote because we ain't got a damn thing to vote for. So Joe Biden says, since black men don't want to vote for white people who are not going to do anything for them, we're going to bring in millions of immigrants, and we're going to make them into U.S. citizens. And we're going to give them the right to vote so they can replace black men at the ballot box. There's black women who have decided they had enough of getting their vote exploited by the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. So Joe Biden and the Democrats have decided we're just going to bring illegal immigrants in. We're going to gentrify New York, push the black people out, so we don't have to beg black people to get a vote that they know is not going to serve them. We can instead depend on these immigrants to vote for us. Brothers and sisters, y'all gotta hold Eric Adams accountable. Y'all might gotta occupy City Hall. Y'all might have to stop the trains from running. You might gotta stop the buses from running. You're gonna have to get the attention of your local government, because if you don't stop Eric Adams, and if you don't stop Joe Biden, and if you don't stop the New York City racist white power structure, in 20 years, there may not be none of you left. And then on top of cleaning black people out of New York, on top of switching black people out of New York for immigrants, in addition to getting rid of us while they finance and empower brown people who don't like black people, we have a transgender agenda for black children. We have a transgender agenda for black children. We have a transgender agenda for black children. I told you 10 years ago. I told you 13 years ago when I first came to New York City. The LGBT movement is not about gay sex. It's not about the right to choose. It's not about a romantic revolution. The LGBT movement only had one goal, and that was to brainwash and indoctrinate black children to change their sexual identity so they will no longer be able to reproduce and bring forth black children. New York, understand something. When a child gets a sexual surgery, that was a sexual castration. When a girl removes her fallopian tubes and decides to get an artificial penis, when she decides to go back to being a woman, she'll never be able to get pregnant. When a boy decides to take hormone pills and go through psychosurgery and get his testicles removed and replace it with a fake vagina, when he decides he's ready to be a man again, he will not be able to impregnate a woman. Isn't it ironic that 150 years ago, white people used to hang black men from trees? In fact, they still do some places. And when they would hang us, they always castrated us. They removed our penises from our body. Isn't it ironic that now they have brainwashed the children, that you have black children running to the doctor, running to the surgeon, running to the hospital to get their penis voluntarily removed, get their vagina voluntarily removed, get their breasts voluntarily removed. New York City, you have to watch what your children digest. Please watch their books, watch their social media. My phone rings off the hook. My email is jam-packed with stories from black parents and mothers and fathers across America. Dr. Umar, my son came home from school today. He said he thinks he wants to be a girl. Dr. Umar, my daughter came home from school today. She decided she wants to be a boy. Brothers and sisters, this is not about sex. This is about global depopulation. The same reason they dropped COVID off in New York City. COVID was about global depopulation, transgender, global depopulation, mass incarceration, global depopulation. And the migrant crisis in New York City is global depopulation. The way the white power structure sees it. Once we get rid of black people, we can send the brown people back home. American Africans, I need you to understand something. American Africans, I need you to understand something. American Africans, I need you to understand something. You are the only non-white people in America who cannot be deported. You are the only non-white people in America who cannot be deported. You are the only non-white people in America who cannot be deported. If our African immigrant brothers and sisters get out of hand, they can send them back to Africa. If Cuban brothers and sisters get out of hand, they can send them back to Cuba. If African Latinos get out of hand, they can be sent back to the Dominican Republic, to Puerto Rico. If Chinese or Koreans get out of hand, they can be sent back to Asia. But if you get out of hand, there's nowhere to send you, because slavery destroyed your psychological, spiritual connection to your ancestral homeland. So in order to get rid of black people, you have to commit genocide. You have to kill them off, brothers and sisters. And that's what they're trying to do. Kill us off. Stay away from the COVID vaccination. Stay away from all the vaccinations. Cicely Tyson, Queen Mother Cicely Tyson, one of the Queen Mothers of the Black Female Actress Society, took the COVID vaccination. She's dead. Hank Aaron, one of the great black baseball players, took COVID. He's dead. Colin Powell took the COVID shot. Colin Powell is dead. DMX took the COVID shot. DMX is dead. Grandmaster teacher, fellow Garveyite, Dr. Runoko Rashidi took the COVID vaccination. He died in Kemet, leading a tour to the motherland. COVID is death. They figure they'll kill you with the disease, or they'll kill you with the vaccination. Stay away from both of them. New York City, as I close up, because time is upon us, it's 7 on the dot, let me say this. I just came from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands last night. I just came from Barbados last weekend. I just came from Jamaica 2 weekends ago. I just came from Guadeloupe a few weeks ago. I just came from Ethiopia and South Africa for African Liberation Day. And I want you to know that your brothers and sisters in the Caribbean and your brothers and sisters in Africa are ready for you to come on home. They said, tell my brothers and sisters they have a home right here. Don't let the white man brainwash you into thinking African people don't love you. Yes, we got some African coons in America, but we got some American African coons in America. Don't throw away the whole race for the behavior of a few brothers and sisters. We are needed in the Caribbean. They want us to come down there and help them grow, because all their food is coming from Arabs, Chinese, and European Jews. For those of you who can plant, I need to take you to Barbados. I need to take you to Guadeloupe. I need to take you to the U.S. Virgin Islands. Our people need our help. I need to take you to Ethiopia, where they're expecting us to come back and help them build industry and farms and agriculture and schools. Africa needs us. Now, some of you say, as I close, Dr. Umar, why do we care about Africa? We got enough problems in America. I'll tell you why. In the words of the most honorable Marcus Garvey, who said, quote, a strong man is strong everywhere, and a weak man is weak everywhere. I've been all over the world, brothers and sisters, and wherever I go, the European Jew gets respect. Wherever I go, the Asian gets respect. The Chinese get respect. Wherever I go, the East Indian get respect. And wherever I go, even in Africa or the Caribbean, black people are disrespected. Jews are respected because they got a strong Israel. Indians are respected because they got a strong East Indian. Chinese are respected because they got a strong China. Anglo-Saxons are respected, they got a strong British government. American Europeans are respected because they have a strong United States of America. And African people are disrespected all over the world because we refuse to make Africa what Africa needs to be. Until Africa is free, you will always be a slave. Brothers and sisters, take out your phones. I want to give you my phone number so you can reach me. Parents, if you need to reach me for your children, shoot me a text message. We can schedule a time to converse. Brothers and sisters who want to come to the grand opening at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, Kwanzaa week, send the info. If you want to work at the school, we need math teachers, we need science teachers, we need language teachers, we need social studies teachers, we need nurses, we need counselors, we need secretaries, we need security guards, we need bus drivers, we need farmers, brothers and sisters, we need aquaponics experts. If you want to work at the school, send me your resume. fdmgresumes@gmail.com. That's FDMGRESUMES. fdmgresumes@gmail.com. Send me your resume. Don't worry about being certified. Private school certification is completely different than public school certification. Most of you will qualify for private school certification if you pass my test. Brothers and sisters, what I'm asking you, New York, do you have a skill? Do you have a talent? Do you have a specialty? Do you have an expertise that you think a black boy can learn that would help his life be a little bit easier than yours? Maybe you know how to build websites. Maybe you know how to teach African martial arts. Maybe you know gun training. Maybe you know hiking. Maybe you know survival skills. Maybe you can do natural hair. Maybe you can teach them how to sew clothing. Queen mothers, you are wanted. My babas and elder fathers, you are wanted. My teenagers, my 20-year-olds, my 30-year-olds, my 40, 50, 60, all we on up. If you got a skill to teach our children, we welcome you at FDMG. Maybe you can't work every day. Maybe you come in on the weekend and teach your skill. Maybe you come once a month to teach your skill. And to my mothers out there, I am not going to turn my back on our little African princesses.